Dear students, from today we are going to start with one more the new chapter, that is molecular basis of inheritance. The molecular basis of inheritance, if you thorough with this chapter, and 100% sure that you are very thorough with even the principles of inheritance, the Mendelian characters, the gene, especially the diseases and the sex determination, all those things. And even this chapter is going to be helpful for your biotechnology and applications of biotechnology. That means this is the basic for all these chapters. In this chapter, you are entering into the structure of DNA. ನೀವು DNA ಒಳಗಡೆಗೆ ಹೋಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ. So it gives very deep knowledge regarding the DNA. And I hope in the first year you have studied a very little bit about the DNA, and at that time I told that in the second year you are going to be learning more about this DNA. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಈ ವರ್ಷ ಈ DNA ಮತ್ತು RNAಗಳನ್ನು ಸ್ಪಷ್ಟವಾಗಿ very clearly we are going to be understanding, and what are the functions of this DNA and the RNA, how it works, okay, and that is related to even that the mutation, how mutation causes, everything is you are going to be knowing in this chapter. And very interesting one, still we don't know, that is the gene. ಬಹಳ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿ ನಮಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಎವಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ದಲ್ಲಿ, ದಟ್ ನಾಟ್ ಇನ್ ಎವಲ್ಯೂಷನ್, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಎ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಇನ್ಹೆರಿಟೆನ್ಸ್ದಲ್ಲಿ. ಬಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಮೀನ್ ಬೈ ದ ಜೀನ್. ನಾವು ಮೊದಲಿಂದ ಸಣ್ಣ ಹುಡುಗರು ಇದ್ದಾಗಿಂದ 5th 6th ಅವಲ್ಲಿಂದ ನಾವು ಕಲಿತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ. ದ ಜೀನ್ ಈಸ್ ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸಿಬಲ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಹೆರಿಡಿಟಿ. ಇಟ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ಸ್ ದ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರಿಂಗ್ ದ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ one offsprings to the next offsprings, generation to the generation. We don't know how gene is there. The Mendel told that the factors, and afterwards it is the name that the person Johnson is giving that the name genes. How gene is there? So simply you know that. So this is the structure, the chromosome. ವಂಶವಾಹಿನಿಗಳು, ಕ್ರೋಮೋಸೋಮ್ಸ್ ವರ್ಣತಂತುಗಳು, ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ವಂಶವಾಹಿನಿಗಳು ಇದಾವೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಜೀನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್. ಹಾಗೆ ಚುಕ್ಕೆ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಶೋ ದಟ್ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಜೀನ್ಸ್. ಹೀಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀವಿ ನಾವು. ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿ ಗೊತ್ತೇ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ನಮಗೆ ಜೀನ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ. ಬಟ್ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಮೀನ್ ಬೈ ದ ಜೀನ್, how actually it is there, how it works, how the synthesis of the gene is going to be expressing, how the synthesis of protein takes place. Everything you are understanding in this chapter. ಈ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ಲಿ ಇವೆಲ್ಲವುಗಳನ್ನು ನೀವು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯತೆ ಇದೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಮೀ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್. ಬಹಳ ಖುಷಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಯಾವುದಂದರೆ ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಲಾರ್ಜರ್ ಒನ್, ದೊಡ್ಡದು ಇದೆ. Examination point of view, the CET NEET and all those, the maximum number of questions are asking regarding this molecular basis of inheritance. And the sad thing is that ಬಹಳ ಬೇಸರ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ನಿಮಗೆ ಎದುರುಗಡೆ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಬಹಳ ಕಷ್ಟ ಇತ್ತು. ನಾವು 15 minutes ವಿಡಿಯೋಗಳನ್ನು ನಾನು ಮಾಡಿ ಹಾಕ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಭಾಳ ಆಗಿಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಬೋರ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂತೇಳಿ. ಐ ಹೋಪ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಫಾಲೋಯಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋಗಳನ್ನು ನೋಡಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀನಿ. 15 ನಿಮಿಷದ ವಿಡಿಯೋಗಳಲ್ಲೇ ನಾನು ವ್ಯೂಸ್ಗಳನ್ನು ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಯು ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ದ 25, 30, 60, 30, 40 ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವಿಂಗ್. ರಿಮೈನಿಂಗ್ ವಾಟ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ 200 ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವರು? ದೇ ಥಿಂಕ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಯರ್ ನೋ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಫಾರ್ ದೆಮ್. No. So they are going to be facing very much problem. If even the classes are going to be start here, we will see what is the difficulties in the short period, how we are going to be completing the syllabus. Then only they are going to be understanding what is the problem, whatever it is. Now you here come. So that is a molecular basis of inheritance. What exactly the molecules? Especially we are going to be studying, that is nucleotides. Nucleotides. What are nucleotides? Nucleotides are the molecules. They are present in the nucleus. Well, so nucleic acids, not nucleotides, nucleic acids. Nucleic acids. What are nucleic acids? Nucleic acids are the two. One is the DNA and the second one is the RNA. These are the two nucleic acids we are found in the nucleus. Why the name comes the nucleic acids? Because these acids are found in the nucleus of the cell. Hence the name nucleic acids. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ nucleic acids ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. Whether the DNA or the RNA, both are present in that one. But in some microbes, the genetic material act, that is RNA act as a genetic material. ಅಲ್ಲಿ RNA ಮಾತ್ರ genetic material ಆಗಿ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡೋದನ್ನು ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. But in higher organisms, the DNA act as a genetic material. Very interesting. Which one is the genetic material? ಯಾವುದು DNA ನಾ RNA ನಾ? ಇದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅನೇಕ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆರಿಮೆಂಟ್ಗಳಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾವೆ. The DNA is considered as a genetic material. After so many experiments, so many, the scientists, the botanists, the zoologists, they studied the which one is the genetic material. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಕ್ ಆಸಿಡ್ಸ್ಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಸ್ಪಷ್ಟ ಮಾಹಿತಿಯನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡೇ ನಾವು ಮುಂದೆ ಹೋಗಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ. Now it is very clear that one is the DNA and second one is the RNA. That is called as a deoxyribonucleic acid, and this one is called as a ribose nucleic acid. Deoxyribonucleic acid, ribose nucleic acid. Which one? Let it be, whether it is an RNA or it is an DNA, don't bother about that one. But these nucleic acids are made by, basically we can say that components of the nucleic acids. Components of nucleic acids are three. One is called as a pentose sugar. See, that's a sugar. Carbohydrate, that is a pentose. And the nitrogen base, this one is the second component, and third one is the phosphoric acid. These three combined together forms the nucleic acids. Nucleic acids and the formation ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದು DNA ಆಗಬಹುದು, RNA ಆಗಬಹುದು. Here we start with the pentose. Pentose name itself says that there is presence of 5 carbons. 5 ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ಗಳು ಆ ಒಂದು ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ದಲ್ಲಿ ಇದಾವೆ. Which sugar is going to be participating here? That is a ribose. Ribose ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ಶುಗರ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪೇಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಈ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಕ್ ಆಸಿಡ್ ಪ್ರಿಪರೇಷನ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್. That is a pentose. It is a best example. Ribose is a best example for the pentose sugar. ಅದರದ್ದು ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರಿ. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ಇಸ್ 1 2 3 4 5 carbons are there participating here. That is a CH. So you know that it is a closed formula, chain formula ಅಲ್ಲ ಇದು, cyclic ಆಗಿರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ. So this sugar, this ribose sugar is an aldose sugar ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಯಾಕೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ aldose sugar ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೋದ್ರೆ because it is having an aldehyde functional group. Aldehyde functional group ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ we are saying that CHO, that is aldehyde functional group ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ we are saying that this is called as an aldehyde, that is an aldose sugar. See, that is a ribose. CHOH, 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 CH2OH. This is a structural formula of the ribose. From this ribose, the removal of one oxygen, that gives the deoxyribose sugar. The deoxyribose sugar is derived from the ribose. Ribose ಇಂದನೇ deoxyribose ನಮಗೆ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. See, the molecular formula of ribose is a C5H10O5, but here you are seeing that it is a C5H10O4. More precisely, ಬಹಳ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿ ನಾವು ಬರೆತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. That is the H, C double bond O, CH2, yes, bond, CHOH tricyclic. It is a formula for the deoxyribose sugar. ಇದು deoxyribose sugar ನ formula. You just remember this one. And this is going to be helpful for you. ಇದು ನಿಮಗೆ ಬಹಳ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. Deoxyribose sugar. See, the difference is there here. Here OH group is there. O is present here. But here that O is absent. One oxygen ಅನ್ನು ರಿಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡಲಾಗಿದೆ. Hence the name it is a deoxy. Deoxyribose ಅನ್ನುವಂತ ಹೆಸರನ್ನು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. I hope it is very clear for you. The deoxyribose is the one. It is derived from the ribose by the removal of one oxygen. That is a deoxyribose sugar. In the DNA, there is a presence of DNA ಒಳಗ deoxyribose ಇರ್ತದೆ. RNA ಒಳಗ ribose sugar ಇರ್ತದೆ. Ribose sugar is going to be participating in the RNA and deoxyribose is going to be participating in the DNA. So this is about the sugar. Sugar concern ಆಗಿ very in detail you are going to be studying in the chemistry. Biomolecules ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿ ಇದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ. Still you will getting any doubts you can ask. ದೇವರ ಮೇಲೆ ನೀವು ಕೇಳಲ್ಲ. And next one is the I will go for the phosphoric acid. ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಾನು ನೈಟ್ರೋಜನ್ ಬೇಸಿಸ್ ಹೋಗ್ತೀನಿ. ನೈಟ್ರೋಜನ್ ಬೇಸ್ಗೆ ನನಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದಿಷ್ಟು ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ. But I will now go to the phosphoric acid. Phosphoric acid is a weak acid. It is a weak acid. We can also say that it is called as an orthophosphoric acid. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ orthophosphoric acid ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. See the formula is there POH3 PO4. This is the formula. This is the phosphoric acid. It is also participating. Due to the presence of phosphoric acid, those nucleic acids are, we are saying that they are negatively charged and also they are acidic. Gives the characteristic of acidic. So by this phosphoric acid. Phosphoric acid ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದಲೇ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದಿಷ್ಟು ನಮಗೆ acidic characteristics formation ಆಗಿರೋದನ್ನ ಈ nucleic acids ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋದನ್ನ ನಾವು ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. It's the most important one. And this is going to be helpful. Makes a chain. We are saying that polynucleotide chains at that time. So this act as a backbone. Backbone ಆಗಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನೋಡೋಣ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. And this one is the phosphoric acid, also known as an orthophosphoric acid. It is a weak acid. Now here we are saying that one more, the third second component, that is a nitrogen basis. So having a nitrogen group ಇರೋದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. So this nitrogen is broadly classified into purines and the pyrimidines. ಇದು ಪ್ಯೂರಿನ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ಪಿರಿಮಿಡಿನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಎರಡು ಗ್ರೂಪ್ಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಪ್ಯೂರಿನ್ಸ್ ವಿತ್ ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಪಿರಿಮಿಡಿನ್ಸ್ ವಿತ್ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್. ಪ್ಯೂರಿನ್ಸ್ಗಳು ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾವೆ, ಪಿರಿಮಿಡಿನ್ಸ್ಗಳು ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಆಗಿರೋದನ್ನು ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಪ್ಯೂರಿನ್ಸ್, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ adenine, guanine representing with A and Z, adenine, guanine, and here pyrimidines ನಲ್ಲಿ ಮೂರು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾವೆ, cytosine, thymine and the uracil. Cytosine, thymine and the uracil. Uracil is most important for us because basis of uracil is present only in RNA, but it is present and it is absent in DNA. ಯುರಾಸಿಲ್ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು DNA ಒಳಗೆ ಆಬ್ಸೆಂಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಬಟ್ RNA ಒಳಗೆ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. In DNA, that thymine is present, and that thymine is replaced by uracil in the RNA. RNA ಒಳಗೆ ಅದು ಥೈಮಾನ್ ಅನ್ನು ರಿಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಯುರಾಸಿಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಬಂದು ಕೂತ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. So that is the difference between the DNA and RNA. So step by step we are going to be seeing that what are the differences between the DNA and RNA molecules. We are going to be seeing in the next class. Bye.